Radburn has generations of families who pass the houses down, and they love that landscape, and so they care for it. For Radburn, the park was actually the important view from the park to the houses, not where the driveway came in, not where the cars. Where the cars go, that's a functional piece. So the cars could be out of view, but it also meant the stuff that happened in the driveway could be out of view of your park, of your common area, of your beautiful piece of what they would see as the natural world. We know as designers, this is as constructed as anything, but it's a piece of the natural world. And this is further emphasized by her inclusion of native plants, particularly around the edges and along the stream beds at Radburn. She got the kids to go out into the woods on nature studies and transplant native blueberries and viburnums and bring them back and plant them in and around Radburn in certain places. And for her, it was a way of empowering the children so they felt like they were part of this landscape. It was a way for them to understand how to steward the landscape. But it was also a way, and she wrote about this, it was a way, as she wrote, in 50 years when all the spaces around Radburn have been developed, these will be reminders of the meadows and woodlands that were once here. So it's also a way of, and I think of this as part of stewardship, of understanding the history, the thicker and deeper history of these sites, and her understanding of how important it was to have a sense that there was a history here. There is a narrative, there's a story, we're part of that. We've shaped this landscape and we're part of it now too. And stewarding it is an important piece. And finally, I'll say her other inscription around stewardship that I think is important is in this little, we would call them natural areas, but again, they're planted, they're designed. They didn't just arise. She puts gazebos or she puts some form of structure in there. And I think she does it for a couple reasons. One is to remind people these are designed. These didn't just happen here by happenstance. But also it's a way of entering them and understanding that these are sites that one wants to steward, that one appreciates, that one takes care of, that having something like a lovely gazebo in the midst of a native planting overlooking a natural stream that goes through the site, and then seeing the houses beyond and the gardens and the small children's playground. It connects the whole site together and reminds you that you're not just responsible as a community member for your own little private garden. You're part of this larger system that is your larger community and your larger landscape.